Welcome back to the Taste Buds Podcast. As always, it's me, Ben, aka Sauce, and I am one man weaving it here today. Andrew, aka Big Red Belly, and Kenneth, also known as Infinite K, are AFK. They are not here today. Our schedules haven't been aligning as of lately, so if you've been keeping up with the channel, you would know that we haven't uploaded in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I made the initiative just now, right now, I'm driving home, to dial it in and let's talk about some sports here today. So I'm going to be going in chronological order from most recent to back farther, like 3 weeks ago, NFL. We'll just go that way. So we're going to start with the NBA game, actually. We're just going to go basketball, football, college football, whatever comes to mind. Starting here first with the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Indiana Pacers tonight. It was a double overtime game with the Thunder coming out on top here in the end. They're shooting free throws right now, but it's over. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with, I think, 52 points he has right now. He might be taking some more free throws, but 52 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He was the MVP of the league last year, and he looked great again here tonight. Pascal Siakam, though, he had a great game, and he actually didn't foul anybody until the last second. He had a double-double with rebounds, and he's looking good. And Kenneth, Infinite K, one of our pod members, said that the Pacers without Halliburton would beat the Thunder in a 7-game series if they were to be played right now, which I don't know about that, but there was some controversy. I don't know if this is going to headline or anything, but the Indiana Pacers stole the ball on an inbound. It was a 4-point game. Thunder were inbounding the ball. Obi Toppin stole the ball, which obviously if he stole and they made it, that would have been a 2-point game. But Mark Daytonall had called a timeout, and they gave him the timeout right as Obi Toppin stole the ball on the inbound. So the Pacers were very mad. They were claiming that they had stolen the ball. They had inbounded it before the timeout was given. So, and that's kind of ironic because opening night NBA, you like that transition. Opening night NBA was also a double OT game for the Thunder. The Thunder played against the Rockets in their ring ceremony. Kevin Durant got booed, but he's saying it's all love. That's what Thunder fans do now. It's just a thing to boo me, but it's all love. Every time I see them out in the public, the OKC fans are always so nice to me, which, I mean, I think that's more so part of them, being scared to actually say something to Katie's face. So I think that's part of it, but also I'm sure that some of them show them love. And I am driving on the highway, and it's down to 1 lane, and there's a motorcycle behind me that just is stopping. Like I said, it's a single lane right now, and he's directly behind me, and he just keeps stopping to stop traffic, and I keep hearing him chuckle, laughing. And now he's pulling off to the side. I don't know what. I'm just happy I'm in front of him because I would blow bro shit clean off. I'm just kidding. I would run him over. I'm just kidding. Anyways, but it's ironic because the first overtime, Kevin Durant got the rebound, tie game, calls for timeout. But the Rockets didn't have any timeouts. So that should have been a technical foul, giving OKC 2 free throws with the second left, tie game, which they would have obviously, I'm assuming they would make one, unlike VJ Edgecombe and his NBA debut, which we'll also get to. But it doesn't matter because double OT, Thunder come out on top. They're 2-0 right now. But let's talk about some NBA that went on yesterday as I'm recording this. My team, it's my team, so I'll talk about them first. The Bucks hosted the Wizards. That was Chris Middleton's homecoming game in Milwaukee. I love Chris Middleton. He's a top 5 favorite athlete, I want to say, in my humble opinion. I'd say off the dome right now, top 5 favorite athletes all time for me. Julio Jones, this is no order. Julio Jones, Giannis, Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, and Matt Ryan. Top 5 right there. You got people like Devonta Freeman only on the field right now. He's kind of an ass on Twitter. He kind of hates the Falcons. And it's funny because all the comments are always like, yeah, but if only you could block, we would have won the Super Bowl. If you're not a Falcons fan. In the 28-3, he was a running back blocking, and he let Devonta Hightower just absolutely demolish Matt Ryan blindside. Matt Ryan fumbled, and the Patriots got the ball in the red zone to aid in their comeback. But anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about 28-3 right now. We're talking about basketball. But Chris Middleton got a tribute video. It was great. He was emotional. Everybody was cheering for him. But the Bucks came out on top. I mean, it was against the Wizards, so that's to be expected. Kevin Porter Jr., though, Evil Jordan, did get hurt. High ankle sprain. Doc Rivers says it doesn't look good. But there's a report that came out today that he's not traveling with the team for the 2-game road trip, which seems pretty stupid to say if he's going to be out for like 2 months. Like, why are you telling me that? Like, obviously. So maybe he's going to come back sooner. But, yeah, Doc Rivers said it doesn't look good. And by high ankle sprain, it doesn't mean like a high grade, like high severity. It means high up in the ankle. So this is going to be the interosseous membrane of the tibiofemoral joint. Just put you on some game right there. But anyways, that is the Bucks. Giannis 30, 15, 0 for 2 from three-pointer. I don't know. Giannis is him. AJ Green looked good. Miles Turner looked all right. He wasn't very efficient, but I mean, his first game as the Bucks. So let's keep it rolling. We have the 76ers. If you want to know a little bit more about the 76ers going to the season, Big Red Belly, Andrew, pod member, he dropped a video about the Eagles and the 76ers on his YouTube channel. Make sure you check that out. But I'm just going to give you a very superficial overview on the Sixers' first game. They have a very good roster, very deep roster. And VJ Edgecombe, the number 3 overall pick in this year's draft, looked absolutely amazing. It was the most points in a rookie debut since Wilt Chamberlain, which he played a long time ago, so I don't know, like 70 years ago. But yeah, he had 36 points or something. But I alluded to missing 2 free throws. They're against the Celtics, and who obviously don't have Tatum, so they're kind of a mid team this year. He got fouled. I forgot what the score was, but I think the free throws would have given them... No. Okay, wait. They were up by 1 point, the Sixers were, and VJ got intentionally fouled, and he missed 2 free throws, but the Sixers ended up winning anyway, so it was okay. Joel Embiid was 1 from 9 from the field, 20 minutes played the first half, looked pretty bad. He wasn't able to jump like an NBA player should. He looked gassed, and he didn't play the second half. And Andrew noted, we were on the phone for this, he noted that Embiid didn't even come back out at the end of the fourth when they were just intentionally fouling, the Celtics were. Because obviously Embiid, no matter what, you don't even have to be fully conditioned to be able to hit some free throws. So it's surprising that Embiid didn't even come out there to, inbound it to him. He gets fouled, makes some free throws just to give him a little bit of game action and get him into those situations. But I digress. That's that. Kenneth, he's a Timberwolves fan. Timberwolves played. Oh, look at this transition. Y'all are going to love this. The Timberwolves played the Trailblazers, and they're down by 4 or 5 points. And I made a parlay of them. Oh, I got to talk about the Spurs game too. I made a parlay of the Timberwolves to come back and win against the Trailblazers and the Spurs to hold on to their lead to beat the Mavericks, which both happened on DraftKings. I made this parlay. Speaking of gambling, speaking of the Trailblazers head coach, Chauncey Billups, has been arrested by the FBI for an illegal poker rig that is tied with the mafia. This sounds so fake, but it's so true. And they have an interim head coach. I think it's Tiago Splitter is their interim head coach right now. And not only that, the FBI arrested somebody else. They're actually not on the pod right now. That's why. Kenneth Nashholtz has been arrested by the FBI. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. Come on. Let me know down in the comments below if I got you. But in all seriousness, it was Terry Rozier. So, yeah, he had been investigated for a while now on intentionally blowing games, faking injuries, just like Jonte Porter. But today, it was officially official that he has been arrested for intentionally leaving games due to a fake injury so that people can hit their unders and their parlays. And not only that, one more person was arrested. I think his name's Damian Jones. That's his name. Got arrested. He was a coach on the Cavaliers, and he was telling people inside information on LeBron James's injury. I don't know specifically if we're only going to play LeBron 10 minutes this game to get him back, and so you hammer his unders, or if it's LeBron's not going to play for the next month, so bet on the Cavs under for win totals. I don't know which is which, but that was why he was arrested, not harassed, per Shams Charania. So, yeah, that is very interesting. And, Cooper Flagg, in other news, made his NBA debut. It's so funny. Within the first 2 minutes, he, tried to dunk, and he missed the dunk, and everybody's glazing it. They're like, look at this, what could have been dunked by Cooper Flagg. Oh, my gosh, imagine if this was how he scored his first point. It's so stupid. The glaze is crazy. Bro, I don't care that this dude tried to dunk, and he missed the dunk, bro. I could do that. I could go to the gym right now and try to dunk and miss the dunk, but it's not going to be on SportsCenter, in Bleacher Report, and everywhere else. But, yep, Wemby, Andrew, pod member, said that Wemby will be the GOAT if he stays healthy. Bookmark it right now. This is on YouTube. This is time-stamped. October 23rd, 2025, Victor Wembanyama, if he stays healthy throughout his career, will be the GOAT, surpassing LeBron James and MJ. Per Andrew. I'm not saying that. Andrew's saying that. But, I mean, he has an okay three-point shot. He has great handles for his size. He is going to be depoy every single year the rest of his career. He has an amazing inside game. And, I mean, there's no reason why he can't be running the league for the next 20 years. But to be the GOAT, it's going to take a lot. But that is that. And that is all of the NBA news. I mean, I'm going to rapid fire. Kevin Durant signed a 2-year extension with the Rockets. That's cool. Congrats, Kevin. Christian Braun signed a 4-year, $100 million extension with the Nuggets. And Dyson Daniels signed a 5-year, $125 million deal with the Hawks. It's insane that they are both making the same amount of money because Dyson Daniels is so much better than Christian Braun. Not that Braun's a bad player. He's just not the level as Dyson Daniels is. The Bucks signed Kostas Alex Antetokounmpo, and they have Thanasis Antetokounmpo. So they have 3 Antetokounmpo brothers on the team. They did release Tyler Smith and Chris Livingston. The last Bucks drafted player to sign a rookie extension, an extension past their rookie contract, was Giannis 12 years ago. Dante DiVincenzo, Malcolm Brogdon, All these players that we have drafted since Giannis, not a single one, not a first-round pick, not a second-round pick, have we extended past their rookie contract, which is pretty bad. I mean, we've also traded it away, like Drew Holiday, Damian Lillard, but there also is the stipend rule where we need a first-round pick every other year, no matter what, even if it's a swap and we get like the OKC first-round pick, that's pick 30, we still at least have a first-round pick every other year. And for the last 12 years, we have not extended anybody since Giannis. So that's pretty bad. Next, we are going to move past the NBA, talk about some NFL. All right. So right now, Thursday Night Football is going on. The Chargers and the Vikings are playing. Both have been pretty bad as of late. Chargers lost to Jackson Dart. And they faced the Vikings, who lost to the Eagles most recently. And yeah, so the result of the game right now, if you might want to know, is Chargers are absolutely giving the Vikings the work. Carson Wentz threw an interception like just now. The Trey Harris got his first career touchdown reception, and then very next play after the kickoff, Carson Wentz throws an interception, and the Chargers are back in the red zone, up by 3 touchdowns. This game is over. I'm not watching. I'm recording this for you guys right now instead. So, Chargers, I still think they're good. It's funny how Kenneth was on the Broncos train to win the AFC, and then after week 1, he switched it to the Chargers, but now the Broncos are objectively better than the Chargers are. So that's a little funny. But, yep, that's that. Vikings, they should trade for Kirk Cousins. Speaking of Kirk Cousins, he is on the Atlanta Falcons, and the Atlanta Falcons played on Sunday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. And I made a whole video about the Falcons, us being 3-3, what's going on next. So if you haven't checked that out, go to my YouTube channel, Sauce, S-A-U-S-E, and you can go ahead and look at that. Yippee! I don't know how people take their podcast. I just paused the recording to drink some water. I'm so parched. My mouth is so dry. I've just been yapping for 17 minutes now. But we keep it going. Like I said, I made a whole video about the Falcons, about Michael Penix's injury, Ray McCloud release, and all that fun stuff. So go ahead and check that out, my YouTube channel. But yeah, Monday Night Football was 2 games. It was the Texans-Seahawks, which the Seahawks won. The Seahawks are such a good team that I think they're my dark horse team. They're very, very good. JSN is very, very good. Sam Darnold is doing what he needs to do. Charbonnet had a good game. Kenneth Walker is there. And that's about that. They played the Texans, who lost. I am a Woody Marks dynasty shareholder, so I hope Nick Chubb just decides to retire, and Woody Marks takes it from there, and Joe Mixon also decides to retire, or he gets arrested for what he did 6-7 years ago. But yeah, the other game, I'm trying to think right now, was it the Buccaneers? Yes, and Lions. And the Lions put it to the Buccaneers without any of their offensive weapons, that being the Buccaneers. They had Mike Evans for a quarter and a half, and then he died, broke his collarbone, broke his clavicle. Ball knowledge right there. But it was a clean break, so he might be back week 15 at the earliest, 2 months from now. But yeah, rippy dippy to his 1,000-yard streak, which is kind of, I don't know if we talked about it in the pod, I think we have, about if it's kind of a cherry pick Mickey Mouse streak, because last year he was not at 1,000, and they brought him back in garbage time to throw him a slant route while they're up like 4 touchdowns with 30 seconds left. And then he's like, no, let's go. But also, he missed like 4 games due to injury, so I don't think it's Mickey Mouse. If he played all 17 in needed garbage time week 18, slant route with 30 seconds left to get it, then that would be Mickey Mouse. But I don't think it's Mickey Mouse, but it's done now after 12 seasons. I saw some discourse on Twitter. It was like, he's also, his contract's up after this year, and they're like, tough break for one of NFL history's best. And it was like a Saints fan, of course. Freaking Saints fans. He was like, one of the best ever, ? Like, Mike Evans is one of the best ever. One of the best ever doesn't mean top 5, doesn't mean top 10, but he's top 20. Maybe top 15, maybe top 25. I don't know. He's up there. He's definitely up there. But, yeah, the Lions win at home against the Buccaneers, so I also think it's a really good team. The Bucs just, like I said, they had Emeka Egbuka, who was a game-time decision with his hamstring injury, who ended up playing, but I don't think he was at 100%. Mike Evans, who died halfway through the game. Bucky Irving was out, and Chris Godwin was also out with his ankle injury from last year. So that's unfortunate, but at least they take their loss to a great team. They play the Saints this week that people are saying might be an upset. Could be an upset. I hope so, but we'll see. Only time will tell. What other major toppings? Yep. What other major toppings are there around the NFL? I'm not going to go through every single game the last 3 weeks, but I will talk about the beef between Russell Wilson, let Russ cook, and Sean Payton. Boo. Boo, Sean Payton. Sean Payton basically said that they were hoping the Giants started Russell Wilson until after they played the Broncos and switched to Jackson Dart after that. Which I don't think that was shade at Russ. He also didn't name drop Russ. He just said, I hope they didn't turn to Dart until after the game against us, which I think was praise to Dart and not shade at Russ. But Russ thought it was shade towards him and went to Twitter, and he was like, oh, so we're bounty hunting to the media 15 years later. Or just like 15 years ago, whatever. Making a bounty joke, which is hilarious. That, I'm sure y'all know, but who's James? Sean Payton, with the Saints 15 years ago, was paying his players under the table if they intentionally injured an opponent. Like they're playing against Brett Favre in the NFC Championship, and then they were like hitting him late intentionally, like as hard as they can to try to injure him, to try to give themselves an advantage by injuring him and other quarterbacks and skilled position players. So I one, hate Sean Payton because he's a Saints head coach, but two, I have a legitimately good reason, because he is intentionally trying to, make his players cause these opponents to have lifelong injuries, CTE. I mean, if you have a bad broken leg, you could not be able to walk correctly the rest of your life. Your gait pattern, your toe off gait, your swing phase, a little bit of ball knowledge, could be messed up. So yeah, but besides all that, just the integrity of the game. It's not bad to not like Sean Payton, like me, and Andrew. Andrew also doesn't like Sean Payton. He's like, who does like Sean Payton besides Broncos fans and Saints fans? But yeah, then Sean Payton replied by saying it was only praise to Dart, no shade at Russ, and that was that. Let's see what else is going on throughout the league. Brandon Graham is back with the Eagles after Zadarius Smith retired. Zadarius Smith was their best defensive edge rusher so far this year, so that was a pretty big loss, but at least they have old man Brandon Graham, so that's cool. I guess. It actually is cool. He has a gray beard now. It's pretty cool. But I don't know if that's going to do much. We will see. Browns beat the Dolphins. Oh my gosh, the Dolphins are so bad. Dolphins are so bad. They lost Tyreek Hill. I don't think we've talked. That's how long the pod hasn't been here for. Tyreek Hill died. Bro's leg got cooked. And he is out for obviously the rest of this year and maybe next year. He's up. His contract's up after this year. Dolphins already said they're not going to re-sign him. Why would y'all? He absolutely hates the Dolphins so much. But that's that. Dolphins are in shambles. But not as much as the New York Jets. The New York football Jets are 0-7. Justin Fields has been poo-poo butt, and they benched him for Tyrod Taylor at the end of last week. And now they're not saying who they're starting until Sunday. Don't want to give the Bengals a competitive advantage is what their head coach said, Aaron Glenn. And their owner, Woody Johnson, was like, it's not the coach's fault. If you give any coach the passing that we have on our team, then they're not going to be able to do much. Basically, obviously, just throwing shade at Justin Fields. And Fields was like, I got to be better, so that's warranted. And so that is that. And Jets land. Jets are cooked. They have a fire sale going on. Breece Hall could be moved. Quentin Williams could be moved. Basically anybody good. Jermaine Johnson could be moved. If you have any value, you could get moved, which is pretty smart. Not going to lie. Pretty smart. Except Garrett Wilson, obviously. Or I don't know if they'd trade Justin Fields, but that's obvious. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Captain Obvious right here. Let's see. Let me go to my notes. See what else I want to talk about. Russell Westbrook signed a one-year deal with the Kings. Year 18 Russ. Wearing number 18. Looks kind of ugly. I like Russ. He's pretty cool. He's pretty... he gets hype, which I like. He has heart. I'm just going down this list right now. AJ Green got an extension. I said that. Tumani Kamara got an extension. Luka was really good against the Warriors. I didn't talk about this game. Without LeBron, Luka put the backpack on, 42 points, 1 assist off from a triple-double. I think it was 42, 10, and 9. But they lost to the Warriors. And poo-poo. The Bucks lineup, our starting lineup was KPJ, Gary Trent Jr., AJ Green, Giannis, and Miles Turner. Which, not great defense on that backcourt or front court, whatever, the small guys. But they have shooting, 2 of the best shooters in the league, and a aggressive playmaker. Apparently, it's what somebody said on Twitter, but I don't think KBJ is that good of a playmaker. But all right, next, this is pretty funny. It came out that Bronny sent the Shams tweet into the Lakers group chat, saying that AD was traded for Luka, and LeBron replied in the group chat saying, "WTF?" ? He is not the one that okayed it. Because I think it's so obvious. You're LeBron James. I think it's pretty typical that you ask or just notify your best player, hey, we're trading away your other All-NBA teammate for Luka, just to let you know. And he's probably like, yes, please do that. So it's funny that he's like, what? Wait, what? WTF? What? Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Next. Mohamed Sanu retired from the NFL. Official. Top 3 favorite NFL player of all time. Yeah. Julio, Matt Ryan, Mohamed Sanu. If you know, you know. The GOAT. Jets selling players, I already said that. Russ, Peyton Beef said that. Wide receivers and trade talks. Dolphins want a first-round pick for Waddle, which is not going to happen, little bro. Get ready to get a 4th-round pick for Jalen Waddle. Jacoby Myers, he's been linked to the Falcons, I think. That would kind of be, I don't know. Okay. Tyler Lockett got released. I hope the Falcons pick up Tyler Lockett. That'd be pretty good for the low. Who else could be, or who else is in trade talks, wide receiver wise? I don't really know. Next, the MLB World Series is about to start. Game 1. It is the Dodgers versus the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, Mariners went to a Game 7. Can you guess who won? If you guess the Blue Jays, because I just said they're in the World Series, then you would be correct. It was pretty cool. Julio Rodriguez hit a nice home run to put them over the top. Game 7s and sports playoffs are the best. Shohei Ohtani is so good. The Dodgers are so OP, being able to spend so much money and offload all that money and have the best team ever. And that is kind of unfair, but that is how baseball works. Blue Jays are representing Canada, and Dodgers are representing the U.S., and I want the U.S. to win. Go Dodgers. Dodgers in 5 or 6. Let me know down in the comments. Or should I say Dodgers in 6-7? 6-7. Dodgers in 6-7. So I'll go 6 since 6-7, 5-6. 6 is the common denominator. So, yep, that's that. Oh, I'm waking up to action dust. I wipe my brow. Okay. Is anybody even at this point? Maybe Andrew. I think Andrew might be the only person that might watch this or listen to this podcast up to this point. But if he's not watching this, then no one's listening. So sad. I'm talking to no one right now. Dog. Anything else in the NFL? Like big? Like, I'm sure. Wait. Watch this. Not sponsored. I'm going to the Real app. Oh. Chargers won. They kicked 2 more field goals. Final score 37-10. That's my live reaction. Okay, I'm going quick. Packers almost lost to the Cardinals, but they didn't. Cowboys kind of look good. Colts are like the best team in the league. They're kind of crazy. Chiefs win 31-0. Rashee Rice is back, and he looks good. 2 touchdowns. Patriots are also kind of cooking. So that's cool. Oh, yeah, Bengals beat the Steelers. Steelers are kind of not that good of a team. Oh, the Falcons beat the Bills. I forgot about that. Let's go. Yeah, we beat the Bills. Bijan Robinson looked like the best running back in the league until CMC had his 3rd most rushing yards in a game in his career against the Falcons the very next week. Bijan had 223 total yards from the scrimmage. And a tutty, but 81 of that came from one run. Drake London, 158 yards and a tutty. We looked great, and then guess what happened next week? We looked awful. Anything big here? Not super, really. Oh, the Ravens are actually so dog. They're actually like so cooked. It's so unfortunate. Me and Andrew's Super Bowl prediction is poop dead. Panthers are beating pretty bad teams, gaining momentum, so that's something. Oh, yeah, Seahawks did almost lose to the Jaguars, but the Jaguars are kind of legit, even though they got blown out to the Rams in London. Oh, yeah, Jets almost beat the Broncos. Oh, yeah, the Broncos comeback. That was pretty cool. Broncos were my survivor team, and they almost lost, but then they ended up winning. That was pretty cool. I didn't really watch the game, TBH, but all in the 4th quarter, they scored, I think, 33 points to win over the Giants. So that is pretty cool. Giants beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football a week ago. That was kind of crazy. Scatterboo had a hat trick, and the Eagles didn't look good. Oh, yeah, and the Jaguars beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football. That was their most quality win in a long time. So shout out to them. Anything else? Not really. I think I'm going to leave y'all there. TBH. I'm going to leave y'all with some food for thought. Some food for thought. Okay? Okay, close your eyes. Think about this. Okay. You are on a golf course. You're actually at the driving range, right? I walk up to you. Ben, a.k.a. Sauce, walks up to you. I give you 100 range balls. Yo, 100 range balls. Because I have so much money, will give you $100K per ball you hit. You might be like, yo, wait, what's the catch? One range ball, you don't know which. One singular of those range balls in the 100 explodes on impact, killing you instantly. Just blows up, just kaboom, like it's a nuke from zombies. Just absolutely just murks you, okay? Okay. So my question to you, how many range balls are you hitting, right? You have a 1% chance every time you hit that thing to go poo-poo, explosion, dead. Are you hitting 1? It's only a 1% chance that you die. Hitting 2, it's a 2% chance you die. Hitting 3, that's a 3% chance you die, so on and so forth. You let me know. I might hit 5. I don't know, 5% chance to die in exchange for $500K. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know down below what y'all would do, and make sure you subscribe, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and Kenneth Infinite K's YouTube channel and Andrew Big Red Belly's YouTube channel. #1 Paul Reed fan, formerly known as. Shout out Paul Reed. Shout out to you. Yes, you, if you are at this point in the video, and comment down below, #1 Paul Reed fan, if you have gotten this far. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next week. And as always, stay tasty.